Hi, Damon.
Hi, how are you?
Very nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Now, can you tell us a little bit about this film and in terms of how you went about writing it with someone who you'd never worked with before?
I love being in collaborations with people that I've never worked with before. They bring out the best in me. They challenge me. They make it so that I don't rely on my old tricks. But ultimately, the idea that I've gotten to work with J.J. Abrams or Ridley Scott, these are my idols, and Brad Bird is another one. I've been following him since Family Dog, through Iron Giant, obviously his brilliant Pixar movies. So the opportunity to kind of sit across a table from him with our laptops open, exchanging ideas, has really been one of the highlights of my life.
And obviously, with a film like this, you must have had a lot of free reign to do whatever you wanted. So where did you take the ideas and why did you take those directions?
It's a big challenge to try to do something original because you can go in any direction. And I think that we just sort of kept asking ourselves, what is it we want to say here? Like, what is this movie about? What is the theme of the movie? And then make it fun to watch. Those were really the two challenges, in addition to obviously populating it with characters that people cared about. If people don't care about the characters on the screen, they're not going to care about the film.
How did you go about writing the character for George as well? Was he someone who you had in mind all along?
Yeah, I mean, we kept describing the character as Clooney-esque or Clooney-like, and Brad had the rather clever idea to just ask George. It'll make our lives so much easier to get George to play a Clooney-esque character, and because Frank Walker he's intelligent, he's funny, he's a little bit cynical, but he's got a huge conscience and real moral value. All of these things are embodied in George, and fortunately he brought them to the screen for us.
Now, Jeff, who you worked with on this film, I was talking to him and he said he's a big fan of Lost. Is there any chance of you going back to that world and doing any more with that series?
You know, I am immensely proud of the work that we did on Lost. We made 120 hours of it, and we brought it to a conclusion. And I do feel that there might be more Lost down the road, but I've always said that it should be someone else doing it. There's nothing more exciting than sort of creating a world and then letting someone else come in after you to spin it in a slightly different way. JJ got to do that on Star Trek, and I would look forward to more Lost as long as I had nothing to do with it.
And a couple of other films that you made recently or that you've written recently, World War Z and Prometheus, there's been talk of sequels for those. Are you involved in that process, and where are we at with those?
I came into World War Z very late in the process, and I had a great time working on it, but I haven't heard about any future movies. And for Prometheus, I see Ridley on a fairly regular basis. We have lunch and sort of swap war stories. I know that he's quite excited about what's happening with Prometheus 2, but I've been off doing my TV show, so between Tomorrowland and making The Leftovers, I just haven't had time to take on any new projects.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on this film.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your other projects as well. Pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!